Yeah, we're good. Okay.
Oh, God, bro. Sorry about. Hello, guys. Sorry about that, man. I didn't even know it was Friday. Literally.
That's what Hary told me. I said, "How can you forget? It's Friday, bro. One more day to go."
Anyways, how you lot doing, Eugene? I'm pushing like
Yeah,
15 minutes, but how you
yeah.
Oh, damn, you guys are waiting for me for 50 minutes.
No, we're on the show, bro. That's why I'm saying that.
I was about to say, I was thinking, damn, I'm that late. I
No,
deserve it, Billy.
I finished at like 5 to 7 anyway. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah, how's it going in TJ?
Yeah, it's been good, man. Literally, it's been good. I just woke up in it. So back to the slammer talking about Tottenham. But
yeah,
it's actually been all right, look, again, if you talk about performances, maybe you're overly negative, but then again, we have won when we needed to win. So results over performances, but it's not really confident. But it is what it is, isn't it? I just feel like still Manchester adapt, because you can't be kamikaze. Like, you're winning. Do you get where I'm coming from? Do some defensive work.
I think last night, in my opinion, I think he made too many changes. I think personally.
I think he didn't have a choice, Hary. You understand? He had to do something. You can say, and he's also prioritizing the Premier League games and all that. So he had to have a balance. So I guess these games, right, it's like going to be an experiment for him. You get what I'm saying? While he's experimenting on it, right, we Spurs fans, right, are going to be the ones who are jumping up and down, being divided, being deluded, being this, being that.
Hey,
Everybody's just.
How you been?
Hey, big up, Miss Mel. Hi, how you doing? Big up, Nippon.
No, I agree with you. You know what? Look, I don't think he had a choice, because our front line have been playing too many games, and if you look, Son is injured, but then who else are you going to play on the left side? Oliver's injured, so you're going to have to play Werner, right? And Werner, for me, is not good enough, but he has to obviously play. He's forced his hand. So Werner was obviously going to start. Then you got the striking position. So if you play Solanke, get him into match fitness, yes, cool, whatever, yeah. But you don't want to risk him as well. You don't want to risk injury. So that's why I felt like, yeah, cool, we have the youth, play the youth. Right mid, same thing, same situation. Johnson has been playing every single game. You don't want. We saw what happened last year when we lost a lot of players. Last season practically ended before it even started. Think about it like that. So his hand was forced. Let's be totally honest with you. And then obviously we wanted to see. I don't know. What was our lineup? Did we do a lineup for this game? I'm not too sure, but I can assume that you wanted
Fnac for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played. He rested a lot of players, man. Gray plays centre back.
Yeah. This is what I was saying.
Like this, like Vicario, Davis, Archie, Romero, and Oro. That's our back line.
Yeah.
Bissouma, Sarr, and Bergvall, and then it was Lancashire, Werner, and Moore.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll leave the youngster talk a bit later. That's my next point.
But Haz, this is what I was trying to say, yeah. Regardless of if it was too many changes, as you've just said, didn't it? Between me and you, when we were speaking last week, innit, you wanted Bergvall and Gray to play, and you wanted Moore to play, right? The rest,
I don't know about Archie Gray, but anyway. That's another
no, you did say you wanted to see Gray play. That's what you said. You wanted to say Gray, Bergvall, and Moore. Them three players. If you look back on,
it's not Lancashire. Then that's probably the difference that I
want. The only extra person was Lancashire.
Yeah.
So technically,
what I'm saying is, like the front line we had, apart from Moore, I thought was pretty. Yeah, not great.
Yeah, no, but what?
I was surprised that Lancashire was even in the starting lineup. Yeah. I thought he would play Solanke, at least give Solanke a few more games. But I think he didn't play Solanke. I think Solanke could be carrying some kind of a niggling thing, maybe.
You think?
Yeah, if he was fully fit, I would let Solanke play. So he'll get more game time into his feet. You understand? So that's how I see it. But Lancashire played. We played the youngsters. I think we had about 7 changes, right? From the so it was 7
I wasn't
changes.
too fussed, to be fair. I wasn't too fussed with the lineup. I thought the lineup was perfect. You know, we should be playing these type of players because we've got a big squad. This is what they've been saying to us. This is what they've been feeding us. We've got a massive squad, so there's a chance that these players are going to play. So I felt like it was the strongest team we could have put out. Okay, cool. Obviously, if we put out our first team, it's going to be even stronger, right? But against whatever this team's got, I keep calling it Fenerbahce, but it's not. It's yeah. Yeah. I've been calling it Fenerbahce fake, aka, you know. But in terms of like, what do you expect though? Do you get where I'm coming from? It's like, I feel like he was forced. Like the players that we have are not as good as he thinks he is.
I think it wasn't he was forced. I think he had to take that gamble. Yes, sir. He had to take the gamble. You know, if he was forced, I mean, it's not.
We were quite lucky in the end. That's why I said we shouldn't have played as many of them as we did.
No, we wasn't. No. Let me be honest with you.
But the last 25 minutes, we were more or less back to the full team, apart from VDV.
Exactly.
Saying, like at 1-0, didn't they have disallowed goal as well, and they missed like loads of chances.
No. The disallowed goal came first. We were playing like shit.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. Like we weren't good at all. Like and then.
But when are we ever?
Sar scored the goal.
What? But Kaz, when are we ever?
Against the run of play. And then
when are we ever?
What good?
When are we ever? This style of play, let's be honest with you, this style of play exposes our back line. No matter who you have, there's always going to be problems. When you focus strictly on attack, defense is not a thing. So when are we ever? We never control games. You know, all of this possession and all of this, like, we have all the ball in it. So, you know, I made a joke to one of my boys, innit? It's like you going to see a girl, yeah? You have the girl with you, and it's all foreplay. Yeah, it's all foreplay. No, nothing more than foreplay. But when it's time to commit and put the stamp down, I'm too tired.
TJ, hold on. That's Spurs. Overall, the club, we're all foreplay.
100%. Yeah. 100%.
That's the best analogy I've heard all day. To be honest, man.
100%, bro.
Yeah.
No, but for real though, like, let me be real. It is true though, because like we're fed that we're controlling, we're fed that we're dominating, we're fed that we have the most possession, we're fed that we have the most shots, we're fed all of this. But really and truly, when we're watching the game, we are struggling. We are struggling deep down. Yeah, a win is a win and a loss is a loss. But it's how you get to that. And really and truly, it's gambling football, bro. It's not really good football at all.
No, but DJ, hasn't the manager already came out to say, right?
Exactly.
Hold on. Attacking is good, right? And he's comfortable with conceding.
Yeah, 100%. He said it.
Yeah, if you add it up all together, right? We're gonna lose more than we're gonna win. You get what I'm saying?
Agreed. Agreed.
And if okay, we still have to. I hate saying this, right? But if you look at the oppositions that we've been playing,
even United weren't even that good. If I'm being honest, man, they're the worst United team I've seen since I've been alive.
But you can't say that.
But hence why, let me be honest with you, even though you made that point, he even admitted to saying we are going to be losing a lot of games, innit? Hence why myself, I can't speak about Haz, but I don't really like Ange. I want a better manager. I want someone that can control. I'm already Ange out. Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but me, I can put myself on here.
You know, I'm Ange out.
I can put myself on here and say I'm Ange out because I don't think this football is going to get us to where we want to get to. You know, the football is too unpredictable. You know, sometimes when you need to have a predictable style, and this football.
No. My problem is we're too predictable because we play the same way every game.
Yeah, I said it wrong. It's too predictable. Yeah. That's what I was meant to say. It's too predictable. We know what we're going to do. Yeah.
For example, against Karabag, like for me, his in-game management, in my opinion, was wrong because we went 1-0 up and he still started chucking players forward. We had 10 men.
Mm.
If we're playing a better team, yeah, we're better finished. I think.
But Harry, that's who we are, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. But is that
it's
who we want to become, though? That's the problem. That's the truth. Is that who we want to become? It might be who we are right now, but really and truly, in the next 5 years, if this is the style that Angie's offering, can Spurs fans accept it? And if people say yes, then they've got their right manager. But for me, I'm saying no. I don't want to be this team that just loses, and it's just not good enough. It's actually not good enough. It's honestly not good enough. It's like the Manchester United analogy. Ten Hag, after Man City, Ten Hag has won the most trophies. Yeah. But when we're watching top Man United play, they're fucking shite.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they still won a trophy. Yes. But guys, just to tell the truth, right? I'm not Ten Hag in or Ten Hag out. I'm sorry. I'm not Ange in or Ange out. I'm not Ange in or Ange out, right? I'm basically just Ange don't care anymore because it doesn't matter. You get what I'm saying? No matter how it goes, we all know the problem is not with Ange. Right? And Ange been saying these are my signings, that is my signings, but then Lange has come out and said that, in the end, there's only one person who makes the decision, right? The person who signs the checks, right? So I don't know what's happening to the club, but it is what it is. The style of play has appeased the fan base a lot because we had Mourinho, Nuno, Conte, that kind of style of football.
The problem is, Eugene, is that the threshold or the standards are so low for Ange. Like, it's honestly, in my lifetime, I've never seen
Harry, it's PTSD. You get what I'm saying? No, it's just simple PTSD, right?
PTSD.
If we criticize, right? If we criticize, we are labeled. You get what I'm saying? And then they'll say a lot of things of this and that, of this and that. But the problem is that it's also like part of the media. The media, the overall media plays into it too. You get what I'm saying? Like the win against Manchester United. It was focused more 90% on how bad Manchester United was instead of how good Spurs was. So that puts another narrative out.
We were good. It's just you need to take in the context that the team we were playing weren't that great either.
Like, yeah, you know I mean? No, you can't say that. Right? But it is what it is. The only thing now is that for me, right, I'm 55 years old. I've seen all this go up and down. And you left the stream earlier, right? I had something to let you guys know, but I'll tell you after the show. All right.
Okay.
We just have to sit back and watch because I have seen Ange adapt. Not completely change.
Well, you've seen him adapt?
Yeah.
When? Where? How?
The Brentford game?
That's the only game I can think of, Eugene, to be honest.
Yeah. But there is one game, right? Guys, remember last season? He didn't adapt until the 37 game.
Yeah.
Right on. At least he's learning to adapt now earlier to understand.
Yeah.
But maybe it was, yeah. But it's a good sign. Yeah.
But maybe it's just too late. Maybe look, you know what? Look, our style, see, we always come back to this, innit? And I hear a lot of fans say this. Why is our defense so weak? It always goes back down to that, you know? It's because the style. The style is the... Hold on. What is going on with my tripod? There you go. Boom. Cool. Hold on. There you go. Boom.
Okay.
Now I'm back, innit? Yeah. All right. No. Obviously, I always hear about our defense being weak, and it's the style that is obviously the main reason. You know, when you commit too many players going forward, what do you expect? This is known to. If it's 2 against 4, of course it's going to obviously be a problem. I just say I want him to adapt. I want us to play with DMs or have one person back, so there's more than 2 at the back, and there's 3. Because constantly we're hello, still, how you been? Constantly, I feel like we're overrun. We're always overrun. It's either the long ball or it's the ball to the left side or the right side, and it's just a counter-attack. We never control. This is why I hate when people say we're controlling.
Right? We had 10 men. They had 14 shots in the end. We had 10 in the end. But considering we got the goal so quick, yeah, if it was me, I wouldn't have sat there and risked chucking players on. Like, we had so many players high up the pitch. If Karabag were a better team, I think they would have cooked us that day.
There's no man management.
Yeah.
It's like you were 10 men.
But even in the parents, that Hungarian team. I call it that Hungarian team. That even during that game, right, against that Hungarian team, right, the defensive glares are still there. Yes, so a little bit better quality up front for the opposition. They'll get shots on goal, and shot on goal will end up in goals most of the time, right? Or unless Vicario pulls off a wonder save again. And only thing I can say is that there's only one more positive thing that's happened, even though it's just about 6 to 8 or 9 games into the season, right? We have not conceded much from set plays, right?
True. We've only conceded one. It's true.
And that's the Gabriel header, right? And when I watch Arsenal play M City, right, it was the same tactics. Arteta has actually perfected the corner.
I've seen a video about this, Eugene. Actually, I saw it on Instagram. And this is what I kind of knew most of it anyway. But they leave 5, 6, how many players on one side? They run across, and then some people will sometimes run from the back. So what it does, it makes the other team not know who to mark, because all the players are on one side. Normally, normal set piece teams, or when teams take set pieces, normally they already stand in the positions they're supposed to be in. Because the Arsenal players are all on one side, and some are coming from deep as well, the players don't know who to defend because they're just running across. But obviously they practice it on a training ground. So,
So, these are tactics, right? It's also the person taking the penalty. The person taking the corner, right, has to be very good. Or the free kick or the corner, right, that set play movement has to be very accurate. Every time when he puts the ball into the penalty area, it has to reach a certain area where the players will go into. But sooner or later, there'll be some defensive coach out there. They will find some way to counter this, I'm sure. It will be counted sooner or later. But at the moment,
I don't know how you counter this, though, because you don't know where the players are going to be.
No, I think the only way to counter this is stand one straight line across the penalty line.
Goal line. Yeah, 100%. One straight line across the goal line. That will counter it. Something that we do on pro clubs. Literally, sometimes in it when just the bands, just all the players on the goal line.
Now, okay, to tell you the truth, right? This season, the first 3 games that went on, we played well, right? But we couldn't win, in a sense. Now it's like we are playing shit, but we're winning. Results. Yeah. So,
okay, cool. Eugene, I want to just swing the question. Do you think the way we're playing is we can challenge with this style? Not even sustainable, we can challenge, because these are Angie's comments, strong comments for about 4, 5, 6 game weeks back to back. Why can't we challenge?
2 weeks
Sir?
ago, he said it again 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, why can't we challenge? This is we got a challenging team or something. Yeah, I don't want to go back into exactly what he said, but do you think the way we're playing correlates to us challenging? Or when I say challenging, I mean competing.
Oh, guys,
I don't think we will win it.
Whenever, right, a manager comes out and speaks in what I call open context, right? When he says challenge, to some people, when they hear challenge means, it's positive, we are challenging, right? He didn't say win, guys. You get what I'm saying? So
he didn't say win, 100%. But
he didn't say win.
But he says I always win a trophy my second season. I'll be lying if I say
but that is fact.
Yeah, that is a fact. Yeah, it's true. But when you say challenge, the only thing I would say...
It won't be a fact after that, will it?
No. The only thing I would say about the challenge statement, yes, 100%. But challenge that means title contending. Because when you say you're going to challenge, there's a doubt in your mind that you can win it. Regardless of if you think the team can. I don't think we can. But when I say Arsenal's going to challenge, Man City's going to challenge.
Push it all the way,
regardless if you think they're not going to win, there's a chance that they can win it. When Ange says Tottenham can challenge, I don't believe it. But Ange believes he can win it.
TJ, he says challenge here, right? In the Spurs forum, when he was asked a question by a fan saying that, pragmatism
football, wasn't it?
And pragmatic football plus a good attack, right, usually win us titles, right? But what he answered back, right? Oh no, mate, we don't do that. We do the Spurs way. So what the fuck is the Spurs way? The only Spurs way I know is, right,
bottle it in big games. When it matters.
And I've been saying this. Yay, we've got our Tottenham back, right? And I've been saying this. I don't want our Tottenham back. Because our Tottenham hasn't won shit in how many years? 63 years, no league title, right?
16 years,
no trophy. You want that? I don't want that.
It's bad, isn't it?
And the worst part is, right, and I'm slowly seeing MU fans turning into Spurs fans. That's so scary. Really? Manchester United fans are turning to Spurs fans, those who want Ten Hag in, trust the process. It's like owners of football clubs, right, have found a certain button where they press, right, and then all your fans become.
That's crazy to think about, though, because United fans, for I knew growing up, and I know still now, and even I could even attribute this to Arsenal, apart from in recent years when they started to get back to where they were. But they're
Spurs fans, right, not winning anything for such a long time, and you want to talk about real glory.
But Eugene, shall I say what? I spoke to this
title.
I spoke to this with one of my friends, right? Ironically, this same conversation, because he's an Arsenal fan. And he was like, for years and years, we did nothing and whatever. And I was loads of our fans were angry, which is understandable, whatever. But he's not as like us, like we live and breathe football sort of thing. Like we're on forums, we're chatting all the time.
Oh, what? He doesn't follow it.
No,
he's not the one to tackle.
He watches the games, but he's not like me and you, where we're in group chats arguing all day after games. Or that kind of person. He just watches.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
With us, he sees it, and I've said not just Arsenal fans tell this miss, but other people. When Spurs fans do this thing, saying, "Well, the football is better than it was X number of years ago," or "Well, would you go back to Conte and Jose?" Like the levels are so low. And their expectations are so low and the standards are so low that it's like a coping mechanism because they know we're not good. They know we're not good. We know they know
100%, 110%. We're the worst we have ever been. Like I'm not going to be totally real in it, yeah. And this is not me coping, but Conte, Mourinho, Pochettino, I have to give him slack. He didn't stay here too long, innit? Yeah. But we were all better in other areas. Maybe going forward, we was actually worse. But
you say that under Jose, we scored like a record number of goals or something as well. Though. You say that.
So when you can like put it all together, we're not any better than any previous managers. I don't see why this team can go for glory.
For me,
TJ, optimism.
We were back in 06 under Martin Yeo, and that's no disrespect to Martin Yeo. There's no disrespect to Martin Yeo because he took us fifth twice, and he had a much shitter squad than this, to be honest.
But TJ, the thing is that, right, we have been programmed, right, to have that illusion that we are going for glory.
But why shouldn't we go for glory? That's the question. Why shouldn't we?
Our owners' ambitions are not there. That's why I'm saying big clubs now, right, those who are in a certain way are looking for trophies. Certain clubs now are looking to look at a different direction and hope I think by the time we will win a title or something will be somewhere after we pay off the stadium and plus another 10, 20 more years, then maybe we'll win a title. Right? Then
but see, I can't accept that. You know why I can't accept that? Because look, being optimistic is the only thing I can have. Yeah. Look, I'm very real. I don't think my club can do anything right now. But optimism is a thing that is making me support Tottenham. And if you take that away from me, bro, you won't see me on these forums. I just about wake up for these shows. What do you think is going to happen when I come to my conclusion and say this shit's not getting nowhere? Trust me, I'm not coming on these shows.
No, DJ, you become Zen like me, right? And we don't care. We do a lot of shows, right? In the end, we especially Has been on my watch along, right? We'll be watching the game, right? But we'll be talking about something else. Remember that?
But that's what we do, though. No, but don't we do that when we're doing our previews? We talk about girls. We get that one comment that says this girl over, this girl, that girl over. Bro, we don't talk about Spurs because our standards are so low, and it's so sad. It's sad that look. It's sad for me personally because I started supporting a team that I thought could bridge the gap, do something, right?
Yeah.
To confirm that we're like the same like Brighton, the same like we're not even on the same level as Aston Villa. They're more ambitious than us. It's sad. It's honestly sad. It's sad. It's a sad reality we're living in.
Like for me, like Villa ahead of us, I think
100%. Newcastle is as well. They're more ambitious than Tottenham.
You know what they did to Bayern Munich in midweek? That's something we can never do because we would never play that way. No, they beat them with that John Duran banger, 1-0.
It was a good shot as well.
Mate, it was a sick goal.
Guys, I'm going to ask you a question, right?
Long ball. It was in and he banged it in. We would never ever do that. We don't play that defensive.
It's not even the long shots and all that. I'm just saying this, right? When was the last time we scored from a free kick directly?
I can't remember.
Ericsson.
No, I think it's Porro.
Porro?
Last season, wasn't it? Porro.
You see?
So did Porro score last season?
I don't know. I think it's Porro scored one.
A free kick? No, I don't think he took a free kick last season. I can just remember Ericsson free kick. But that just shows how bad we are, man. Ericsson hasn't been at Tottenham for what, 4 or 5 years now? 4 years? Yeah. No, Hary Kane, in fact. Hary Kane. I remember him scoring a free kick, but that wasn't even a competitive game. That was like friendlies.
Yeah.
That's not good, is it? Really?
It's not good at all.
I didn't realise it was that bad, mate. Like, I thought it was better than that.
When was the last time we scored a corner? Can you recall a corner?
We actually did score one.
We scored one against... we just scored one yesterday. But
true. Yeah, we did. See, I'm tired. Man. Hope wait, I was trying to read the comment. Hope your friend didn't give too much to that North London derby, Harry. You talking about me?
No, me. I'm talking about me. No, but Space, I said if we lost, I'll get a lot of grief because where I live in it.
Yeah. Oh, what? We didn't really speak about the Man United game.
Yeah, do you want to speak about United quick?
Yeah, let's do that quickly because we never get to speak about it because obviously our shows are on Friday. Yeah. And obviously there were 2 games in it. You know what? It was a good performance and 110% I enjoyed the thriller, but it's 2 teams that are shit going against each other. We're just not as shit as them.
Yeah.
Do you get where I'm coming from? So like Man United are having problems, right? And rightly so. But Tottenham are also having problems. We played well. We did honestly play well, but I would love to play them at their best to see how we pan out.
United, unfortunately, mate, they're just crap now. I mean,
exactly.
I look at their team, right? Their front line is full of youngsters. Their midfield is all right.
Full of youngsters.
It's like Bruno, and you've got Ericsson, who's really old. Casemiro is really old. Like, it's aging players filled with youngsters, basically. That's all I see it when I look at them. Like, their defenses, their fullbacks are crap. I'm sorry. Their goalkeeper's crap. They got lit, but their centre backs are like, so they're not really that good. Like, they're really not. People forget AVB won against Ferguson. He was the biggest win there, right?
You owe me a chili, by the way. You owe me another chili for that game.
Yeah. You owe me a chili as well.
I owe you 1 chili, but you owe me 3 chilies in a row. Yeah, 3. Yeah, I will do my forfeit. I forgot that we had a show in it. Like, I forgot it was Friday in it. I thought we had a couple more days in it. My time clock is just. I owe you a chili.
You know, I should do this show. I should do all 3 this show because next Friday is international break. So.
You know what? In fact, hold it all off, innit?
I'm gonna get them now. I'm gonna get all 3.
No, hold it all off. Hold it till the international break, because then We can have one in the middle, one at the start, one in the middle, one at the end.
Last time you said one at the beginning, one at
Yeah.
the end. All right, do 3 now, bro, and then recover.
What kind of chili you talking about?
I'll get them.
Okay, cool. All right, you can eat one chili at the end of this show, but just know when I eat my chili, I want to see you eating a chili as well. So I'm not gonna give you all 3 at once. Man.
Right, Haz is gonna get the chili.
Do you want me to eat
All
3,
right.
bro?
No, eat one tonight. Yeah, eat one tonight. Then hold off. When do we have our next show? Next week?
Well, I'm saying there's no show because it's international break, bro.
You just can do a eat the chili show.
You just do eat the chili show. I'm not doing nothing next week if you want.
Well, we do what?
Yeah, so you eat one chili today, then you eat 2 later on, and it could even turn into 3. It could even turn into 3 if you predict wrong again. Yeah, because we have this thing, innit? We predict a result.
All right.
And how it goes, if it's a win or a loss, regardless of the scoreline, if I predict a loss and we lose and he predicts a win, that means he would have to eat a chili.
It's
right?
Friday night entertainment.
Friday night entertainment. Wait, what's the chili you bought?
There's red ones and there's green ones. It's just mixed.
What type of chili? That looks like a fat chili.
Red and green, finger chilies, bird eye, pickled.
What's the skull? What's the skull rules on it? Turn around, turn the thing in the back. It usually says how. No, on the packet it says how hot it is.
They're varied, bro. It's different ones. I just bought a mixed packet in it, so.
Okay,
just
cool.
read the green. What's the green one now?
I could do a smaller one if you want. There's like 4 green ones there.
Yeah, no, but what's the green one say on the back?
They're different ones, bro. It just says green one, red and green, jalapeno, finger chilies, bird eye, rocket chili, naga. I don't know all these. They're just various ones, bro. It just says.
Fair enough. Cool. You want to do it now, or do you want to do it at the end of the show?
I'll do one now, innit?
Cool. Do your thing, bro. Yeah. Good luck, man. You have to eat a whole thing.
Yeah, I'll put myself on mute.
Not all at one time, right? You can bite a bit and a bit, right?
Well, you've got him. This is what happens when you predict wrong. That looks a bit fake, innit? It didn't even look hot.
Yeah. It's not hot.
Yeah, it's not hot. You know how he's acting like it's hot.
If it's like really hot, right? If he's spitting it all out.
No, it's hot, 100%. Man. It's hot, bro. Where is hot?
Out of 10. How hot is it? Out of 10. Can't be 10. 7. So it's a weak chili.
Bro, go your fucking chili.
Oh dear. This is the epitome of a Spurs fan, right? Can't even get the hottest chili in the market.
100%. 100%. 110%.
Oh man.
Oh dear.
What's the next?
In Southeast Asia, right? The really hot chilies are not that big. They're actually very, very small.
They're tiny. They're really tiny.
Yeah.
But
luckily, I'm not in this game. Well, okay.
Whilst I'm recovering, so far the youngsters.
Oh, in fact, hold on 1 second. 1 second. Let me just. I think I got chili. Hold on 1 minute. Okay. Let me just check my drawer. Hold on 1 minute.
Okay. Now, he is going to get one. Then I'm going to get one. Now I'm not doing this. It's going to be nearly 3 a.m. in Malaysia, so I'm going to eat the chili now. Right? Ain't going to be good for me. That's why I won't be able to sleep. All right, thoughts on more and the youngsters.
I got some chocolate milk to try and help.
Yeah, and you got chocolate. Oh dear. This is really off.
My tongue is like.
Yeah. Now, more on the youngsters, right? Let's see how that goes first. Of course, like everyone's saying, everybody believes that Moore is going to be the Spurs generational talent coming out. I was impressed with his performance during the game against Ferencvaros. Yeah, not the Hungarian team. I can say Ferencvaros now, right? Out of the 4 youngsters that were on the pitch, he, I think, performed the best, right? Didn't get to see much of Lancashire, but I guess he held up play. He had 2 chances. If he'd taken them, then most probably he'd be another generation of talent that we have. Right? He didn't. Maybe he needs more time, right? And as for Bergwall, I saw he was supposed to be in control of the midfield, but he wasn't. I saw more of Porro controlling the midfield. So he was here and there for a bit, but I didn't see the kind of style that I wanted to see him, like, that special pass and all that special kick, But maybe he needs more game time, right? And then, of course, we have got Archie Gray, the biggest divisive name in Tottenham Hotspur fandom at the moment, right? So everyone still thinks he's a 6, but like I said on Dan's show, right, earlier.
It's actually really hot, man. That was really hot.
All right, cool. Let me tell you this in it, yeah. I don't have Chili in it, yeah. But I've got something that could kill me. What? Yeah. I've got 3 choices. I've got Scotch bonnet. Yeah. It's a sauce in it. There you go. Boom. Oh, right. Scotch bonnet. I've got some mimosa chili. It's that bare green.
Oh yeah, there's that one. I know what that is.
Yeah. And then I've got some Filipino. It says Filipino Mizuki sauce in it. It's chili, and on the thing it says it says, hold on, it comes in this bottle, innit? Yeah. It says.
That's why I say to drink milk after chilies.
It's one of them. It's one of them orange chilies. Hold on, what's going on? There you go. As you can see. Yeah.
So now, TJ, from eating chilies, now going to drink chili sauce.
Drinks chili sauce, innit?
Oh my gosh, guys, come on, let's talk football. Let's talk all this. Oh dear.
That's our show. That's literally our show wrapped up in a 5-minute segment. On a serious note.
and all I can see is.
But the thing is, Eugene, right? On all these shows, everyone's so serious. Like,
yeah, I know.
We try not to be. Let me be honest with you. We try not to be serious.
Yeah, it's fun, yes, but when you guys, chili shots. It's just opinions, right? And second thing, it's just football,
Funny, bro.
Hasn't stopped drinking anything, right? Later he's going to find a piece of ice and put it in his mouth. No, you don't have ice?
Do you want to go to him ice? Oh no. Do I have any
so
ice?
Thoughts on Mikey Moore? Mikey Moore was good, but he just definitely needs more game time.
What more? On all of them, bro. Let's start with the most divisive one that Eugene brought up, Archie Gray.
Yeah.
Can anyone tell me where this guy plays? Because I keep hearing a different position every week.
I've been saying I'm going to say this one more time, right? I think you guys were up. Archie Gray, for this season, guys, please take it out of your head and your mind, right, that he's going to play 6 or a CDM or somewhere in midfield. He's going to be used more as a defensive player. That's how I see it, right? Why, how, and all that, right? We can't do anything because he's there already, right? And it's up to Ange how he wants to utilize him. Unless there's a major injury crisis to our midfielders, I don't think he'll step into that position. Because to tell the truth, if you look at our defense, right, it's more threadbare than our midfield. That's how I see it.
I agree, but I feel like that's the main problem with his development. If we don't play him in a position for a long period of game, it's hard for him to develop into a player that we want him to develop into. Look, being a rotational player, this is what I call it, a rotational player, because technically that's what he is, isn't it? He's going to fill into certain positions. It could be good for him to gain experience in all 3, all 4, or wherever he wants to play. However, I feel like we definitely need to tune him into a certain position. So if he's going to be a midfielder, he needs to play more midfield games.
Remember we did to Tanganga, TJ? We
Mm.
played in all those different positions.
And it broke his career.
He couldn't do anything.
Broke his career. No, honestly, it broke his career. Because his main position was actually meant to be a centre-back. If you remember. Tanganga's position was meant to be a centre-back. But then again, innit, look, we don't see him on the training pitch, innit? So we don't know what goes behind closed doors, innit? Like, but what I can tell you for a fact, it's breaking his... Look, he's getting game time. That's one thing, innit? Yeah, he's getting game time, but it's not really benefiting him in the long run. But maybe I'm wrong, innit? I just want to see Archie Gray play in a position more than 5 games in a row, you know? So I can see his true quality. Because there is a quality player in him. It's just... We switch and swap too many times, and it's hard for him to get a rhythm.
Kulusevski, for example, right? He came out and said, "My most favoured position is a midfielder." He actually said playing in the middle. He said, before we even moved into the middle. By the way, this was before.
Yeah,
because last season he played a few games there, but not that much. This season he's consistently there. Finally, after a year, he's worked it out. Anyway, do you remember that Kulu in the middle meme you were doing with me?
Yeah, Kulu in the middle. That was your saying. Kulu in the middle.
Yeah, and it finally worked.
It finally worked after what?
After firming it for like a year, innit?
Trust me, you were the advocate for Kulu in the middle.
Me
every
Danny,
single game week.
Danny, I don't know if he's watching this. He's another one who's like me. But I was saying that I think after game week 3, I can't remember. Anyway.
You were saying Kulu in the middle, and that manager. That manager is really good. Them 2 statements were your statements. Kulu in the middle.
You remember you said to make a t-shirt, innit?
T-shirt. Kulu in the middle. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It would have flapped.
But he even said it himself, so which means that Kulusevski felt more comfortable playing there, but he still played him on the wing most of the last season. Remember, he played him on the right. In some situations, you can play him on the right. If you're not trying to close, in my opinion, trying to close out a game, put Kulusevski right and put another, say you take off Kulusevski, right? You've got Madison in the middle with Bentancur. Bring on Sarr or Bissouma to be a bit more defensive in the centre to close that out. And with Kulusevski, you can use the wide area to kind of see the game out the last 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You tell me he's a winger? I don't think he's a winger. I just think in certain situations you put in there because I remember back in the day, you maybe don't remember this, TJ, because you're a lot younger than me. What Joel used to do, and even Renat did this a bit, when we used to try and close out games, he used to take off Lennon and put Genus on the right sometimes.
I remember that. I do remember. He used to always do that, and it was an iconic move, innit? Sometimes, innit? Because
try and compact the midfield. He used to
100%. Yeah, he would always do it. In fact,
even Redknapp sometimes used to take off Bale and bring on Modric on the left to try and compact the midfield. So he wanted to see the game out. It's not doesn't mean they're wingers. It's just he's using them in that situation because it fits the. So I just think now he's worked out. He plays in the middle. Like with Gray, I don't because he's played so many positions. I still have no idea where he plays. But he came out and said he prefers playing. What was it, midfield or something?
So
didn't he say he came out? He prefers to play in the midfield, Eugene? Or am I wrong?
I mean, Archie Gray.
He started on the. He started on as a wing back, innit? But
a right back. He played a right back.
Right back, yeah. Yeah, he started as a wing back, but then
back last night. He played left back.
Well, I think Archie Gray, right? Basically, when he was younger, he was more or less a midfielder. Whether he was a CDM, I think more like a CDM or something like that, or box to box, right? But last season, I think Leeds brought him in and they turned him into a right back. But he did play in the middle a couple of games or something like that. But like I said before, last season. Yeah, I'm sure you watched a lot of games, right? But the thing is that
I watched like 10 games. I actually did, Eugene, because one of my friends that works sports Leeds, so and he was talking about them every week. So I ended up watching some games on TV because I was bored and watching the championship. And it's funny, Eugene, when I watched this playoffs final, after I watched Gray play, I know you bottled it. This is probably why I had this feeling. I had a feeling we'll just sign him because he's young, he's English. I mean, it's a very Spurs signing. I remember seeing him play and I was like, oh no.
But I still believe we need to enhance him in one position. I feel like he changes too much, and he's not. It's hindering his. Yeah, it's hindering his development. You can tell because look, don't get me wrong in it. Yeah, he might be a rotational player, and that's what he is right now. But sooner or later, he's going to start playing games for Tottenham. So we need to find his real position because when you're changing too much, man, there's too much things to think about. I believe, I believe Ange has a lot of different systems for different positions. Imagine you're putting all of that on a youngster to understand. You know, it's quite hard, isn't it? So I want to see him play in one position. If it is the right back, yeah. If it is the right back, it is the right back. If it is the DM, it is the DM. If it is the midfield, it is the midfield. But stop changing and moving and changing and moving him because you know it's going to hurt his career. And as you said, look at how Tanganga worked, didn't it? He was originally a centre back, and for me, even when he was in the under-21s, I remember watching him a few games, innit? He was actually a decent centre back. Then he got his debut to Arsenal as a right back, and ever since then, he was just changing. It was hurting his career, to be fair. But yeah, go for it. Go for what you were going to say.
You always say Eugene, yeah.
No, I'm saying for the Archie Gray thing, right? At the moment now, he's still young, right? What Ange wants to do with him this season, we really do not know, right? So if he's going to float around the back line, is he quick? Has
Archie Gray?
I don't think
he's not that quick.
I don't think he has enough recovery pace because, as you saw last game, he was getting roasted. Last game, he was getting roasted. They were attacking his side, but then again, caveat.
You can't blame him for
caveat,
that.
When you play too open, that's exactly what you expect.
That's what's going to happen, isn't it?
Right. So I don't think that is him as a player not being fast enough to cover the open space. I do believe that it's a numerous things that kind of correlate to him being so open last game. However, it's the case of he's developing, and see, this is what I'm trying to say. To develop a player, you have to stamp their position. And
like Mikey Moore, we know he's a winger. Like he can play,
and he only plays on the wing. Think about it. So we know what we're going to expect.
Number 10, so we're going to play him as a number 10.
We know what we're going to expect from him.
He was going to play as a striker. With Gray, I have no idea. Every week, someone tells me something different. And to be honest, right now, it just seems like an excuse for his performances. Because, like, when we got him, everyone was telling me he's going to play number 6, Then they announced Europa League squad. And obviously, Spence wasn't in it, yeah? And then people were like, he's going to play right back now. And I was like, but you spent the whole bloody month telling me he's going to play.
I think that's the biggest failure from Ange. I think Spence should have at least had some sort of...
And put in Spence.
Yes, Spence should have had some sort of, I wouldn't say game time, but he should have been involved. He should have been involved.
The only keeper that he would have taken off, it would have been Foster to let Spence play. So there's the thing.
Why? But guys, we don't need Foster. I'd rather see Austin or whatever.
Yeah, but come back to the point, right? Like what TJ says, right? He needs to play in a fixed position. He needs to develop his skill and understanding in that position, how to play the way that Ange wants to play, right? But if you keep swapping him back and forth, it's not going to help him develop. And the worst part is, right, how much game time he's going to get, right? Earlier on that show, we did debate on it. Should he go on loan or should he stay? Yes, yeah.
For me, it's a loan, but yeah.
No, I think when January transfer window comes out, we'll find out, right?
I think, look, okay, cool. Let me tell you this, innit? If his main position is to play in the midfield, I think we should keep him. However,
I'm in midfield though.
But we already got 7 midfielders.
I know, and it might sound crazy that I say this, but I believe he's better than Sarr. I believe. You don't think so?
No.
We haven't even seen it.
Oh yeah, it's true. We haven't seen it. I don't know, man. It's optimism. I don't know, man.
I has the best chance of anyone to play in midfield because I think Maddison, he drops off or has an injury, which is likely if you base it on last season, right? then I think Bergvall might have a shout, unless he's going to play Kulusevski further forward. But I think the position Kulusevski's playing right now, he's playing really well because I think he's kind of playing like Dembele used to play for us, except he's got a bit. But because he might just, it'd be interesting to see if Maddison gets injured, what he does, whether he's going to put in Bergvall or if he's going to put in Bissar or Bissouma and be a bit more defensive and push Kulusevski further up or more as the 10 and play with like 2 slightly further back. But if we're basing on how we're playing now, and Bentancur's the sitter, because that's how it looks like to me, Bentancur's like the sitting player, and Maddison and Kulusevski are like, doing their thing, innit? Maybe he'll just put in Bergvall if Maddison gets injured or if Kulusevski gets injured. If we're basing it on what he's doing right now. So then Bergvall for me has more of a chance because we're in the 6th position where, what's his name wants to play, Gray. You've got Sarr, Bissouma, Bentancur really ahead of him.
Interesting.
That's what I think. Gray's got more of a chance. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
And I think Gray.
Okay, Harry, what you're saying is like that, right? The only position now that, let's say, Gray is going to be in the midfield is going to be challenging either Sarr, Bissouma, and Bentancur. And Bentancur is the mainstay now, right? So the question is, right? Do you think Bissouma or Sarr will be able to take over Bentancur's mainstay position? We need backup like that.
Yeah.
So
it's true. That's why we need Gray.
Maybe we need Gray there, right? But we haven't seen him play. Yes, no. We haven't seen him play in that position to show what he can do.
No, for me, I'm saying. Do you think Sarr is going to take Kulusevski's spot if Kulusevski gets injured?
Possible?
No, I don't think he has the capability though.
No, he doesn't have the end product.
I think, look, he's got the legs in it. Don't get me wrong, but overall, look, he's got the legs. Yeah, and I've seen him do a few good things off the ball, on the ball, right? But I don't think he has the attributes to become a Kulusevski. To get where I'm coming from. So when you're saying replace, you have to have the attributes to be able to replace Kulusevski. I don't think he does.
Sarr, the problem with Sarr is, but in a sense, he's kind of done this a bit this season already. He's got 2 goals, but his end product was the thing for me. But I think he's kind of improved on that already, despite my criticism. Because remember, I told you a few weeks ago, I was like, I want to see Sarr do a bit more like GA, I guess. I don't know if that's where I could put it. But he's kind of gone out and done that. Albeit it was against United were dead and buried in this. And
then last game, the first goal.
Yeah.
Listen, it's nothing. When we speak about Sarr, it's nothing like. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I've never said that. I'm not saying that. I think he's a good player, and it's just we're talking hypothetically. If you need to replace another position, can Sarr do it? And I don't think he has the capability. Look, the position that he plays in allows him to get around the pitch and be free. There's not much pressure on Sarr. I don't think so. The pressure is on Maddison, Kulusevski, and all of the players around him. Really and truly, he's the free runner. If you look at it, when we build up, it's usually Sarr that is always free. Is it not true?
But then we're playing Sarr, to be honest, though, has only really played against really bad teams this season. Let's be honest, man. I know you got the United thing, the assist near the end, but United were dead and buried by then. There were 10 men. For me, he hasn't really played a really good team to compare it with. Kulusevski, I think, has probably been our best midfielder this season so far. Very
good midfielder this season.
Yeah,
he's proven that pace doesn't matter. He's proven
the strength.
Yeah, he's proven that pace doesn't matter, and it's just pure ability. And one thing that we have to say, from when Kulusevski was thinking it up as a right mid a few months back, innit, we were saying, he can't play in this position. He's proven why he can play. He's the natural position to play anyway. Kulusevski is the player that we have to actually template and be like, he can play anywhere, because his performances are a better standard than most of the squad.
I just don't think he plays on the right the same way he plays in the middle, though. He doesn't have the
same. Of course not. But he can do a job, though.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't mind using him in certain situations when you need to close out a game, because the thing with Kulusevski, and hand on heart, I say this, he's the best player with ball retention in our whole squad. If he gets the ball, he'll keep it for 10, 1
And he does the most running as well.
Yeah.
No, he is. Ever since Decky has moved to his position where he's playing now, right? I think that is his natural position. So,
but he even said after what game was it? Was it City or something? Like he prefers playing the middle. I think they interviewed him after he scored that last minute header, 3-3 last season, or 2-2, 3-3.
Guys, have you not noticed, right? This is the trend of Tottenham Hotspur, right? We buy players and not play them in their natural position, and we try to shoot on them into a certain. That's what's plaguing our club, right? You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is, right? So but at least now, right? That's what I'm saying. I see some improvement in Ange is because at least he's found a certain, let's say, the combination between Madison,
Decky, and Bentancur
is actually clicking, and he's found that combination. Yes, so now he might have to add one more or two more, right, to be able to replace these people if something happens. So it's just about the understanding and clicking together and giving your performance that you can give. But things that who can go and replace Decky if he's injured or if he's rested, right? Yesterday,
this season playing Bissouma and Sarr, right? And
this is why, can I be honest with you? Past all our midfielders that we brought, even before we bought Bergvall, before we bought, if we're going to class him as a midfielder, Archie Gray, I was advocate that we get Douglas Luiz. The reason being because he's a hybrid of a midfielder and a DM. So he can do defensive work, but he can also do the midfielding work. And I really wanted Douglas Luiz. It would have brought our balance. Yeah, it would have balanced the areas that we're weak on. Because Papa Sarr is good going forward, and yes, 110% in terms of running and obviously he runs so much in it. But is he really good defensively? I don't know. Yeah.
I'm more worried about what he can do with the ball when he goes forward, because the difference between him and Decky is that Kulusevski literally runs the game. He'll retain the ball and he'll go on and he'll
run off of them.
Right? And he
but TJ, the thing is that, right?
Sarr has a recovery, but I wonder whether he can do the other stuff. That's my worry.
Yeah, but guys, we must understand. We ain't gonna buy players with the term defensive there, right? Even now our back four, right? One is a inverted right back, one's an inverted left back, right? And then we have got an attacking left centre back and an attacking right centre back.
Yeah, and exactly that's the problem with Tottenham. This is why.
Yes,
this is what I'm trying to say. That's the problem with Tottenham. I feel like we're too focused on going forward and we're not focused on going backwards. And sometimes you have to solidate.
Yeah, sorry.
Solidate where we're weak can. So in terms of where we're most vulnerable, and we see it every single game, innit? Cool. Against the worst of teams, innit, we catch life, innit? Look, if Fenerbahce fake, the team that we just played again. I can't say the name of the whole thing, but all I know is like Fenerbahce fake, innit? If they had better players, we could have lost that game. We keep saying if this team had better players, we could have lost this game. If this team had better players, we keep saying it every single week, innit? And it's right because we don't have no defensive solitude. Like in terms of when we're going forward, yeah, we have all the possession and we say we're controlling, but are we actually controlling? Because they hit us on a counter and it's one ball over the top or it's one ball down the right and the left flank and we're basically opened up like a tin of baked beans. Hence why we definitely need one more defensive midfielder or some sort of hybrid midfielder like a Douglas Luiz. And again, we should have really gone in for him. I'm disappointed that we didn't because he's such a good player he was such a good player under Aston Villa, but I don't know, man. We'll see, man. We'll see. We're just going through the motions.
Come on, TJ. Our club, right? We have a profile type of player to buy. Yes, So I guess Douglas Luiz didn't fall into that profile, so we didn't get him.
He's too old.
Yeah.
But you see, when you say we have a profile of players, yes, 110% profile is mattered, but sometimes you need experience around the youngsters.
Yeah, you need experience.
And for me, we don't have no experience.
but we have to accept it, right? We are doing it the Spurs way.
I don't accept none of that. Do you know why? Because that's the difference between the best teams and the worst teams. The best teams buy the best players in the best positions.
TJ, I got into an argument with someone in the WhatsApp group today because of this.
The best teams buy 1 and 2 players in key positions to fix their defense, regardless of if their age is 35 or age is 22 or age is 25 or age is 45. It doesn't matter because you have a squad. The squad is meant to look. I'm not saying we have a age quota and we can see it's all young, up and coming, exciting for the future. But what are we doing now? Now is what matters. In the future, we could go to war and football could be over. And then you're going to say these youngsters, do you get where I'm coming from? Now is what matters more than anything else because
TJ, we've been saying now for the past, I've been doing YouTube for the past 3 years, right?
And exactly.
Now for the past 3 years.
We said now on the Conte. We said now on the
Jose, now the Nuno, now on the right. That's why we bought the now managers, right? But
But anyway, we've got Brighton on Sunday. Eugene, can we win 6 in 6?
Yeah, I've got a bit of confidence in that, right? That we will be able to put up a good show, and let's hope it will be an exciting basketball kind of a match, right?
They're missing most of the players, right? João Pedro is out apparently.
No, he's back.
Is he back?
He'll be back. He'll be back, man.
The mind tricks played by Hertzler.
I'm just a bit worried about Welbeck, man.
Oh God, yeah.
I'm worried about Welbeck, innit? Because we leave so much open space.
He's got the pace
going forward.
Welbeck and Mitoma on our left.
Mitoma's wicked. Even that Mente as well. They're good quality players, isn't it? But I'm just a bit worried that we're going to leave so much space going forward because we want to go forward. Yeah, but the difference is they play a high line with a defensive structure. When you have a defensive structure, it counteracts. This is why I'm saying, innit? Look, even though we want to go forward, we should at least tweak our system. Instead of, we can do the hybrid of wing backs going up, but then tell Basuma to sit. It changes a 4 against 2 to a 3 against 2. I spoke to a coach about it. Yeah, I spoke to a coach about it, yeah. And he said, look, again, I'm not a coach. And I don't know nothing about football, but this is coming from his horse's mouth, innit? But I kind of understood it. He explained to me like this, innit? When you're going to attack, it's about having more players in the attacking third, right? Making sure you have the most players up top, and it can work in 2 scenarios. You could go against a team that has a 4-back and you have 5 people going up or 6 people going up, and 100%. But what happens when the attack fails and they counter-attack? If you don't have enough players back, you're screwed because now that's 6 going forward has now turned into 2 being at the back. And essentially what Tottenham's doing, we have 2 at the back. Now, most managers, I'm talking about most, don't want the risk because the risk over the reward is quite, if you think about it, the risk of them countering is more higher of us, the risk of us scoring, right? Because let's just say we have, it's true because we don't blow teams out of the park. Like against Man City, for example, we scored 3, but we don't really blow teams out of the park. We don't dominate to the point where we are every single week. It's like, we're scoring, but they're scoring and we're scoring more. No, it's not even like that. It's always close, right?
Yeah.
But to counteract it, why don't you play a 3 at the back? Like I said last week, innit? Instead of playing 2 players, turn it into 3 players. It's better than leaving 2 people covering so much of the pitch, because as soon as Pedro Porro and Udogie go forward, they have to, our defenders go wide. They're not together anymore, so they're not compact. So essentially what ends up happening, they can attack us from the wings, they can attack us down the middle, and that's what we see. We see us concede so many goals like that. But then again, Andrew would never do that because he don't believe in it.
How many goals have we conceded this season? One in
I have no
Leicester.
clue. I have no clue.
Let me check.
One in Arsenal, right? One against Brentford.
That's 3, 4,
5.
5 out of 6, isn't it? So that means we've conceded
7.
every single
7.
7.
No, God, no, 5. God,
5 out of 6, right? So that means we've conceded. Okay, bro. Against Man United, we didn't concede no goal in it, but that means we conceded against every single team we've played against. And Man United, yes, 110%. On paper, that looks like a very difficult match, but what we're seeing on the pitch from Man United doesn't show what they can actually do, right? So that takes Man United out of the fold of the argument. It don't matter. Even if it was against a Man United team now, Man United team then, they're rubbish right now. We've conceded basically every single game we've played against.
No,
we conceded last night.
The only 2 clean sheets we had with who was it? Everton and Manchester United. Yeah.
Exactly, against teams that are rubbish.
Yeah.
So my point, exactly, against teams that are rubbish. That's my point. My point is this: we've conceded basically every single time. Everton is rubbish. Man United is rubbish. So take them out of the fold, didn't it?
Against a good as well. People forget that.
Sorry?
They had 10 men as well for most of the game, so they even
my issue. This is my issue in it. Yeah, my issue is not. It's not about conceding chances. It's about we're just not strong. We don't go for clean sheets.
What TJ is saying now is that our defense against we play 5 games. We play 6 games. We concede 5 goals. If we play 12 games, we will concede 10 goals against Israel. So we will have to find a way, right, not to concede. But the problem is that it comes back to that same statement that Ange just said, right? Attacking is good, right? And he's comfortable with conceding. So it all adds up.
He doesn't care about defending.
No, that's why. But
this is why I have a problem. This is why
the best teams in Europe, the best teams who've ever won the
They
Premier
build from
League
the defense. Wait, hold on. In fact, I'm going to do this to Eugene. I've done this to you last time, innit? Yeah. The best teams, and forget that we're talking about present, past, whatever. The best players that you can remember for past teams, Man United, you remember defensive outlets. Rio Ferdinand.
Roy Keane.
Yeah, defensive. Roy Keane. Defensive, right? Cool. Go Arsenal.
Vieira.
Henry is striker, yeah? But defensive.
I can't say his name, but
Chelsea. Yeah. Chelsea. Ashley Cole. John Terry. Liverpool. Yeah. My point is this, innit? Yeah. My point is this, innit? We remember the defensive players. We don't remember. We do remember occasional, like Thierry Henry, Drogba. We remember these players because they score a lot of goals. But really and truly, they wouldn't be able to score goals without the defensive outlets. If we want to be the best, see, my point is this: I don't accept that we are here. I want us to be the best of the best. Because what's the point of me supporting Tottenham? My standards is never going to drop for a manager that says he doesn't really care about defending. Because I call that bullshit, man.
He expects to win trophies.
I call that bullshit. But 100%. Look, for me, this is my problem with Ange. This is why I can't lie to you. I can't subscribe to, we're going to just be attacking and this is... No, that don't matter to me.
I know I told you this last week, but someone called in to talk sport, right?
Mm-hmm.
He goes, when I watch Tottenham, it's like we're playing, when it's 10 minutes to go on FIFA and you chuck everyone forward. Or like
is that sustainable?
But we're talking about 90 minutes, not just the last 10 minutes.
Eugene, I'm going to ask you this. Is that sustainable? Can you see Tottenham winning trophies, winning titles? Forget if we can do it. Can you see Tottenham doing it with this style? The answer will be no.
And not with these players either. I don't think we've got the players.
So regardless of what Ange says, I prefer to score more than defend more. It don't matter if you can't see us winning things. It's a pointless style. That's how I see it. Because the best teams build from the defense upwards.
I mean, you look at Arsenal, right?
Look at Arsenal right now. Perfect. You can carry on the argument.
All right, okay. Like they're out to win a title, bro. Like,
and why is that? Why are they out to win a title? Because they've got a good defensive structure.
Yeah.
We were saying Ramsdale going was going to be that's a crazy thing, but for me, Ray is showing me why they need Ray more.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all about defense. It starts from the defense and then it goes up. You can have a shit team, yeah, if you have a solid defense, as we see in Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest don't concede that much.
Yeah.
They've got a strong defense.
Yeah, they got Nuno.
And now, if this is a thing as well, yeah, if you were to bring a few quality players in Nottingham Forest, quality players going forward. If, in fact, you know what, I can equally say this. If Nottingham Forest had, I don't know, had a few good players going forward, we wouldn't be speaking about Nottingham Forest being a team in the mid section. We would start saying they could go for top 4.
Europe, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Or they could go for Europe. This is my point. My point is this: defense is more important than anything else.
Yeah, that's what they are building, right? They're building from the defense. If they are tight, right, and every year you buy in players with quality, in let's say from midfield upwards, then the strike force up front. There's a plan.
But what is Tottenham doing? What is Tottenham doing?
Tottenham. Okay, the owners of Tottenham Hotspur, very simple. They are just playing to the emotions of the fans, right? When we had the win now managers, right, we hounded them out, didn't give them a chance, right, because we weren't playing the Tottenham way, right? Now we have the coach or manager, right, is playing the Tottenham way. So, right, that is the most important thing to the Tottenham fans out there. You get what I'm saying?
I hope so, because I don't subscribe to it. I promise you, I see it.
But that's how I see it at this moment in time.
So would you say you're happy with the way Tottenham's moving forward?
I haven't been happy with Tottenham moving forward for the past, I know, ever since Poch left. Right?
Exactly. And why is that?
Why is that?
Because
our owners don't give a fuck about the cups.
Fuck about the club, innit? Exactly. It always goes back down to the owners, man. In order for Tottenham to even succeed, to move forward, we need better owners. More ambitious owners. Owners that care about the club.
100%.
You think... Do you think in it when an owner hears, oh, we don't really care about defense or whatever I said in it, an owner that cared about the club would think, yeah, that's good. No, 100%. You care about the defense, man. I'm every single game I watch, it's a struggle. And this is a team that's meant to be possession. We have more possession and all of this. It's a struggle to watch Tottenham, man. And I don't even go to game.
We're in control of the game. That's my problem.
We're never in control. And we have the most possession. It makes no sense, innit? Does it?
The possession is the illusion of control. You understand?
100%. I agree with that.
So the problem is that, right, a lot of Spurs fans still can't see that illusion, can't see beyond the illusion because they want possession. Because the past few managers that we had, we never had possession. You see?
It's true.
So
it's true.
So all I can say at the moment, right, for Ange, if he does get us a trophy this season, right, if is a very big if, right, if he does, then we will have to say kudos to him, right?
No, but listen, I'm totally. I said this before. If Ange is a success, I'll be the first fan, and I'm a man of my word, innit? I'll be the first fan to say, listen, Ange, I'm sorry.
I know, TJ, but for him to be successful, right, he has to adapt. You get what I'm saying? He has to adapt to the way that the Premier League plays, right? He has to adapt to the way that the cups are played, right? That's the problem that you see like in Manchester United. Ten Hag goes out there, right? And he's proven to be a cup manager, right? If Ten Hag was at Spurs and we were winning the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, right? Bloody hell, right? Levy out, Ini out will be disbanded straight away. If we do that consecutively, you guys see? But the problem is that now where we are as the fan base, right, is because a majority of the fan base want to see a certain kind of football, and now the owners are giving it to them. And then there's the majority, another part of the fan base, right, who has PTSD, right, who says that we can't change managers again. All right, we can't change managers. I can't take it again. We have to stick with him no matter what. And then, of course, the other part, right, is, Angel, because we see the flaws. But no matter how, it will still go on until he really bungles it up in the league, right? Guys, don't be surprised, right? The Carabao Cup game coming up next, right? If he does adapt, right, we might get one over MCT because he seems to be disinterested in the Carabao Cup because he's won it so many times. So I think
Cartman's back.
Let's see how that goes. All I can say, audio artisan, big up to you guys.
We're also live on Eugen, so if you haven't subscribed to Eugen already, please go subscribe to Spurs TV. And
all right, so big up yourself. But Haz, you haven't answered the question. Can we beat Brighton?
I think we're going to win 1-0.
Why do you say 1-0 when we're playing high line like that? I'm saying 4-2 Spurs win. Yeah, I'm going to be deludedly optimistic at the moment. Brendan Johnson is going to score his 6th goal in a row.
6 games,
right?
Yeah, Brendan Johnson is on fire as well, Give it to him. You have to give it to him.
The last goal he scored, I have to admit, the last goal he scored yesterday was sick. That was actually like a sick goal.
Even the first shot he shot was really unlucky. The first one was on his right. Then he said, forget my right, I'm going to shoot on my left. Yeah. That's what he said. Bro, listen, I have to give it to Brendan Johnson for all the pony comments that we gave him. Then he's performing. He's performing at his ultimate best. That's a player with confidence. For me, against Brighton, we're going to win. We're going to win 2-1.
Okay.
So we're both saying, I'm saying 1-0, you're saying 2-1.
So, listen, next week we don't have a forfeit if we lose. Fair enough.
Well, if we don't have,
because it's deadlock, innit? It's usually against,
Last week we said the same thing. We said a draw, and then it was.
No, last week I comment. For Man United game, I said it's more likely going to be a win.
Yeah.
Than a loss, and you said it's going to more likely going to be a loss than a win. That's why you have to eat a forfeit. That's why you have to eat the chili. I said it's either going to be.
I said 2-2, didn't I?
DJ. What kind of chili was that? He wasn't even crying.
Exactly, he's gone. Look at him. Usually them chilies linger in his mouth. I can smell it through the camera.
Afterwards. Do you not know you have to drink milk after you eat a chili?
Oh yeah, TJ wanted to drink chili sauce. Oh dear. Oh guys, to tell the truth, right? This Brighton game, right? It could turn out to be a dream for us, or it will turn out into a nightmare.
Disaster, yeah. It could turn out to be a dream, and then if it's a disaster, then it's just all the negative come back.
Yeah, you know why? Because this game, right? Like you say, the way I saw Chelsea play against them, I was going, wow, it reminds me of Tottenham Hotspur. Where is the defense?
Yeah.
And when Jackson ran through their defense on the left, he just went bang, 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 and just slot the ball in, and you go. I was going,
it'll be interesting.
Well, Spencer's done well since when he has cameos.
Wait, is it away? Is it away from home?
Yeah, we're playing away to Brighton.
Oh, I'm not working. Perfect.
It's 4:30 on Sunday.
Yes, good. I'm not working, bro. I'm available, bro. I'm outside.
Yeah.
When we're away, innit, I don't work, innit. When we're at home, I have to work.
Loser has to make an Arsenal diss track.
Nah.
Forfeit should be the loser has to make an Arsenal diss track.
I'll start writing lyrics in my spare time then.
Hello guys, I think I'll be doing a watch along for that game. So if you guys have time to hop on and join me, right?
Definitely, man. Definitely. What's your plans?
I'm gonna watch my parents and that. My brother's coming around and that. So
cool. I'll drop you a message, Eugene.
Yeah. All right.
Depending on what I'm doing during the day, I'll drop you a message. I won't be late. I know what? I didn't even think it was Friday. This week has gone so fast. I didn't expect it to be Friday today. That's when you called me. I answered the phone so casual, like, "Yo, what's going on, bro?" I didn't know, bro.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Alex, I'd rather go on my ones, to be honest.
No. You know what, TJ, right? When
I'll just go on your ones on a date than buy with someone else.
yeah. No, TJ, you know, when Spurs are winning, right? Time just flies by. We're just
No,
waiting for the
100%.
next game.
We're waiting for the loss. We're one of them clickbait people.
No, we're waiting for the next game to come. We're waiting for the next game to come for us to win again, right? So yeah. We gotta be positive, right, guys? Come on.
100%. We have to. I feel. No, that's another thing as well. You know, I feel like this year we're overly negative. We're waiting for him to fail. I don't know if you think the same, but that's.
No, I think he knows. He feels it. You can say that because
from his Eugene though is that he caused this himself. He came out and said, "We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Every second season, I win a trophy."
No,
he causes his own problems. I'm sorry.
I keep telling you, he is a yes man. He is portraying the PR side of things, right? If he comes out and said, "Oh, shit, I didn't want Archie Gray, right? I didn't want Oderberg, right?" You think he'll be still at a job? He won't be, right? We really gone through that kind of managers, you know, calling up the owners and all, calling out the owners and all that. Yeah, so we just follow and ride with this ride, right? And we just hope that, you know, in the end of the day, all things will turn out well, right? And I'll give you some positive enforcement later in the back room, right? I got some news to tell you about what happened. Yeah, later.
Cool.
I'll ask you guys something quick because I know we pretty much know the starting lineup, right? But would you start Moore instead of Werner on Sunday? That's what I'm going to ask.
I want to, but then I think, look, sorry, can I go first? I want to. Yeah. Personally, I'm done with Werner, innit? I don't want him to step on the pitch, innit? For me, he's just we shouldn't have signed him. I think it was a waste of money. I think it's a waste of our time. Moore has to start more. For me, his development has to start now. Because you can't sit here and watch Werner stink out the place. That one-on-one opportunity against Fenerbahce fake, was outrageous. Was a scandal. The way he brought it to the left, it was practically goal.
I have no confidence in the guy finishing. When he went through, Moore played the ball, I think. I was watching him in the game with my dad, and I just looked at him. I was like, I'm not even going to watch this. I know what's going to happen.
He is such a bad baller. He honestly, he doesn't do the basics right.
The thing is that, right, I think he's making wrong decisions, right? When he got that ball from Moore, right, it should have been first time just to chip over the goalkeeper. Just chip the keeper. And maybe because he didn't have the confidence, right? Of course, I'll take Mikey Moore over Werner, but we know that, you know, with Son, right? Okay. Yeah. We know that too. Right. But with Werner, right, it's very simple. With Son out, the more chances we give him, right, and the more chances he screws up, right, it puts pressure on Ange to change something. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to Werner.
Well, how long is Son out?
We really don't know.
That's what Dan said earlier, but I don't know.
We really don't know, right? Because after this game, we're going to the international break, right? I think he'll come back after the international break. Yeah.
You know, but let me be real it. Yeah, I'll be real it. He's so frustrating watching Werner even play football, in it. It's a disgrace to my eyes. Whenever he gets the ball in it, on a serious note, you expect him to either lose the ball or hit the pass wide, and he's not a good footballer. I think we need to start
giving. He gets the ball there, right? You know, you see these strikers; they get the ball in that position, and you think, you know, he's going to put it in the net, right? 99% of the time. Like the old Son back in the day, when he got it, when Kane played those balls under Jose, for example, I knew he's going to put it in the back of the net, you know. But when Werner gets it, it's like he's scared. Like,
you know what? I'm even up to the opinion of, even if it's not Mora because he's young, we play Spencer or someone there instead of him, because it's just not good enough. It's honestly not good enough. I feel like any other player will do a better job. Even look, Archie Gray has been playing DM right back. Put him left wing as well, bro. He will do a better job. It's not good enough for a player that has so much. That's what a lot of people are saying. So much quality. He has so much experience. It's not good enough. I think Tottenham need to rip off this contract.
TJ, he's got no quality, but he's got experience.
That experience is missing. Missing. And you know what? You know another thing. Perfect that you said that. He's obviously, apart from Son, he's the most experienced player in our setup. Yeah. What do you think the youth are looking at? The youth are looking at a failed footballer, and they're seeing Werner play over. They're seeing Werner play over. Look, what do you think Mikey Moore is thinking on the bench, and what do you think all of these?
Thinking, what the fuck? That's what I'd be thinking.
Exactly, this is my point.
No, wait. Mikey Moore is thinking this. I'm getting his spot tomorrow.
But he's not, though. That's the problem. The problem is Ange doesn't trust him.
Ange loves Werner. I don't know why he loves Werner.
Ange loves Werner. It makes no sense.
We have to give him the chance to screw up.
But he's already
screwed up so much. How much more do you want to give him?
No, you know why? Okay, based on the games and the results that just passed, right? His screw-ups don't matter. You get what I'm saying? When the time comes, the game is, right, when we are 2-2 or 3-3 or 4-4 up, right? And it's in like the 95th minute, right? And he gets that last chance, right? To score that one-on-one goal, and he screws up, then that will show Ange, right? He can't do it. But at this moment in time, we are winning. You get it? But
yeah, 100%. We are definitely winning. I just feel like you're right. Like, we're winning against teams that are not really good. So it doesn't really affect us as much as it could affect us. But I still feel like there's other players that can play in the positions that he can play in.
I don't understand. Is he waiting for us to lose for him to drop Werner?
I don't know.
Why not just drop him now? I'd rather see Mikey Moore on the left.
No,
I would rather see anybody than Mikey Moore.
I see TJ flying down the wing.
Bro, listen, I'll do a better job. You know why? No, I'm a big guy in it, and don't get me wrong, pace is not my thing, innit? But I know 110% I'll do a better job. I will play smart, pass the ball better than him.
Yeah.
Even just the 2-yard pass is just it's not good enough. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's frustrating to watch. He's honestly frustrating to watch. Whenever it gets to his side, you know, sometimes I just look away. I go back on my phone. And then the commentator says
he missed.
And then the commentator says, "Oh, he might just pass to Adogi." And then I look back up. Werner, go back down. Adogi. It's not good enough, man. It's not good enough.
No,
that's the biggest mistake we made was signing him back again.
I can't believe we got him back, honestly.
The truth, right? That is the mystery for Spurs fans to try to resolve, right? Why did we sign him back after all that sample we had, right, after the January transfer window?
It makes no sense.
I don't know. It makes no sense. But for Werner, it's like I said, we have to give him more time to screw up. Then maybe Mikey Moore.
No, we don't need any more time for him to screw up. I've had enough time.
I've had enough as well, man.
But the thing is, it's not for us to decide, right? Us fans only can sit here and wish that he's.
Do you think Werner's got something on Ange? Because he signed him twice.
I won't be surprised.
He's got his nudes or something. I don't know.
No, it might not be Ange, right? Werner might have something on Levy.
I won't even be surprised with that as well. I think a lot of players have stuff on Levy.
Yeah, it's true.
Ben Davies, especially, right?
Ben Davies.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
But anyways, anything else, guys? We'll wrap it up.
Now, Spurs Vision TV, Hazspurs TV, Spurs Talk, right? Subscribe to all of us, guys. Right? I'll be most probably doing watch along. If TJ is free, he might join me. Yep. We'll catch up. And of course, I guess what? And as always, leave you out.
Leave you out.
That's a good way to end it.
Yeah.